All right, here comes Josh. Just a reminder, raise your digital hands and we'll call on you for questions. We'll start things off with
Hi,
Rich.
Josh. Thanks for coming in. Just looking at the stat sheet, it looks like Ian Book throws the ball to a lot of different receivers. He's got 5 guys over 15 catches. So what is the kind of a challenge is when they can open the field up like that with different receivers?
Yeah, it creates a challenge, but we got the personnel and we got the players to spread it out and to compete. We just got to go out and compete like we do every day in practice. And the coaches coach us up well, and we watch film, and we're gonna be prepared for everything. And we just got to, at the end of the day, go out and compete and do our job.
We'll go next to Emma.
Obviously, this is a big rivalry game for you guys, but in addition to that, it's the Red Bandana Game, which holds extra meaning. What does the meaning of the Red Bandana Game like hold for you? What is that? How does that change your attitude coming into?
Well, it just creates kind of a chip on my shoulder, kind of just because someone died doing something for obviously a bunch of people that he didn't have to do. So it just gives us that little bit of extra juice and just the will to want to win that much more. Obviously, we already came in wanting to compete and win the game, but just knowing the story and the background of it and the history behind what he did for us and what he did for the country really is it just creates that want to win and that will to win a little bit more.
We'll go next to Dan.
Josh, this offense comes in pretty good and just did some magical things last weekend. What has jumped off to you about not only Ian Book, but the way that they play as a Notre Dame offense?
I mean, they can move the ball pretty well, but like I said, Coach Lukabu and Coach Halfley, they have a good game plan for us. And like I said, it was really about us this week. We're not really focused on like, yes, they're a number 2 team in the nation, but we got to focus on us and us doing our job in order to go out there and compete and just do what we have to do to get the win.
We'll go back to Rich.
Just talk about Brendan Sebastian a little bit and just the number of big plays that he's been pulling off these last 4 games.
Yeah, he's the corner on the other side of me, and he's been making big play after big play, and it shows up in practice. He's been taking a lot of steps. We all been taking steps as a group, but he has been maturing and becoming more and more of a leader every day. And he's going out and he's showing it on Saturdays and it's showing up in practice.
One more time.
Josh. Anything else, guys? Rich?
One more time. Just that play that he had against Clemson. It kind of shows that the cornerbacks are in on run support. I mean, if he's in the middle of that pile coming up with a fumble, is run support also a big part of your job as opposed to one-on-one coverage?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Lukabu does a good job of coming in every day before practice, showing like the stats of the takeaways and everything. And that's part of like one of the stats. It's called like a greedy scoop. So the ball was on the ground. So we're taught to just whenever the ball's on the ground, don't second guess and go pick it up and score and let the refs call it back if it's not a fumble or not.
We'll go back to Dan.
Josh, being from Michigan, I don't know what your kind of perspective is just about Notre Dame. I know that we know them a certain way out here, out east, and I know the Midwest kind of views them a little differently, especially in Big Ten country. But what's your thoughts about Notre Dame? What did you know about them growing up, and now that you're kind of playing in the Holy War, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, definitely. I watched them growing up, being from the Midwest and being a Midwest guy. I watched them, and it was a stage that I've always wanted to be a part of. And growing up, I always tried to work my hardest and just imagine myself out there. And come Saturday, it's going to be me out there. So it's just obviously I'm blessed, and it's a great opportunity for me and my team to go out and just do something big.
Josh, it looks like that's all our questions. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We'll have Marcus Valdez here shortly, guys.